Hey, I'm Toaden from Toaden.com, and today I'm talking about the Lean Channel, YouTube for Entrepreneurs by Carey Martell, who is a friend of mine. Formerly, he was just a vice president in Thunder Studios. He was in control of like their internet television division, so basically a network, a YouTube network. And this is not the whole book. I actually have pieces all around the ground here because I want to reference. So it's about 90 pages. This is not the book you buy. Carey was awesome enough to send me a PDF, which I printed up because I prefer physical media so I could do things like this. Yes, Carey, I just tore your book apart. Literally, not figuratively. So let me get to the figuratively part. I'm joking. Carey's a good friend of mine. He's involved, or actually, he's the chief executive officer of Martell Broadcasting Systems. Your bio, by the way, I think you need someone else to either look at or write, because some of the things in here, I don't feel like you backed yourself up enough to make you super credible. The only credible thing you have in here about yourself is Carey formerly served as vice president of Thunder TV, the internet television division of Thunder Digital Media. In the past, he also been director of alumni membership for Tech Ranch Austin, as well as an event organizer, and yada 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 yada. There's, okay, cool. Army veteran, so thumbs up. I'm a Marine veteran, so I get 2 thumbs up. Anyways, the book. The audience, I figure this is the audience. I figure his targeted audience is for that person on the street that knows absolutely nothing about video production, nothing about YouTube, but wants to get on YouTube and make money. That's a large audience. There's a lot of people that want to do that. I'm not one of them. I love what I do on YouTube. I'm not saying this to be egotistical, but if I wanted just to do YouTube a full time and just make money, I can do it. I don't do it because I really enjoy what I do and I have a lot of fun and I get more freedom by entertaining myself first. And the aha moment, which I love reading in books, when you get that aha moment that motivates you and drive to do more. His quote that's the closest thing to an aha moment for me is when he says, "You're an entertainer. Your job is to entertain other people, not yourself." I mean, I'm sure Carey would agree, is if you entertain yourself along the way, huge bonus, and you'll enjoy life a whole lot more. But however, I feel like your first job is to entertain yourself. Always keep your audience in mind. Love your audience. Love people that watch you. However, the ultimate thing is entertain yourself. Don't do something that's going to make you hate life. Now, more about this, more about the details in here. Carey, figure out what this is. In the first couple pages, you call it a book, you call it an article, and you call it a course. It is a course. Like many books focus on entrepreneurship and leadership, he asks you to take a psychological test for whatever purposes. I see it a lot in leadership books and entrepreneurship books. It's something very common. He gives information where to go. I feel like the best books that do that actually give you a code and have you take something that he trusts and that he can refer to later, because after he asks you to take it, he never refers to it ever again. So I kind of forget what the point of it is. I know he has one. I just forgot what it is, because when you're done reading this, you don't think of the test anymore. And there are some tests in here, but I feel like the tests even become filler. Which I feel like this is full of filler and fluff. He wants this to be a one-stop shop for that person that knows nothing and pick up as much as they need to do to pick up a camera and start a YouTube channel. A couple issues with that. One is he goes into technical specs. Step-by-step operations on a internet platform does not work. It makes it dated. There are plenty of other YouTube books I can fully recommend. I got some favorites out there too that are like 5-6 years old now, but they're still as relevant as they were the day they came out, because they didn't focus on the technology part. They focused on the marketing. They focused on the mindset. They focused on motivations, you know, and they kept it to the point where they didn't give you the set because technology changes every day. And there are things that you put in there. This is a brand new book, by the way. And there are things he put in here that was already dated when he wrote it in that were already outdated. Not many, but there was a couple tips in here that are no longer tips. And you'll just be wasting your time if you did them the way he described. I don't want to say what those are because what I want Carey to do is I want Carey to make an updated version of this. I want him to research everything he says and update those. And there was a couple other things I felt was fluff. He goes into summaries of successful YouTube channels. I felt like he did way too many of them. I mean, I was like, okay, this channel's about this, this channel. He does a whole bunch of them. What he didn't do was a full detail analysis. If he only did like 2 or 3 of those, I've been more than happy. I want to see a full detail analysis, not a quick summary and just a couple lines of thought. That's kind of what he did. And he also went into video production. He went to editing. He went into screenwriting. I don't think he needs to go in that much detail in here because I know I said this is kind of a one-stop. That's why. But I felt like he should just focus on one thing. Maybe, talk about things on very small thing. There was no reason for him to dedicate a whole chapter to screenwriting. Said, yes, screenwriting's a thing. If you want to learn more, you should go here. These are the programs I recommend. They'll get you started. He went way more detail. He went to plot analysis. He took it back to English, man. He took it back to college on this, and it was more information than needed. And he did that a few times, which just I felt like he was fluffing out the book. That's the way I feel. My biggest advice to Carey is he's got to slow down. He's got another book out now, and these issues are huge because we're talking about YouTube books, and you see a lot of workshops out there for YouTube. You see a lot of workshops. You see a lot of books. You see a lot of people that have channels that tell you exactly what to do with your channel and give you a step-by-step and tutorials and all this stuff. And a lot of them had no idea what they're talking about. I've been to several of these workshops. I used to do sound for some of these workshops, and sitting in the back, I'm laughing. I've actually stood up and told the person on stage in front of a full theater, told them that they're out of their mind. Especially when they're showing clips of a billion other YouTubers and they never even credit any of them. Carey's not this guy. Carey knows what he's talking about, at least to a good amount. To a good amount. I mean, I'm not on one, because when you're talking about some of this technology, no one knows 100%. You never master this craft. Once you say you master video production or an aspect of, it's time for you to go away and do something else because you're full of yourself. I don't think Carey ever depicts himself as a master, but you have a lot of people that talk about YouTube that don't know what they're talking about because they're just out there to make money. Which, by the way, the audience of this wants to join YouTube just to make money, and that's that's where our ideologies on this completely split, and that's why it's really hard for me to recommend this book. But for his audience, for the people that don't know anything about YouTube, again, don't know anything about video production or anything, they need to do a lot of research before they invest their money into it. If this is going to be their life, they got to do a lot of research, and this is not a bad book to include in that research. Out of 5 stars, 2.5 stars, because if you're already on YouTube, if you're already doing video production, you don't need this. And also, the worlds between YouTube and video production are colliding. However, he's using video production terms, and calling them YouTube terms. Not saying that's a bad thing, just saying maybe you should explain that a little bit more. If you explain that, I think you could have got a couple more aha moments out of it. Keep it up, Carey. Do some more edits on this. Make it a continual thing. And let's get that background up there, because please comment, rate, subscribe. Check out Toaden.com. Check out this channel. Don't even go to the website. Just check out this channel. You could thumbs up or thumbs down. Just tell me what you think down below. And thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.